Hi, boys and girls. In this lesson, we're going to be learning how to divide. Our objectives for today's lesson are that we can divide to share equally, and we can divide by repeated subtraction of equal groups. All right, let's get started and look at our first problem. Al takes 15 dog biscuits from a tin. He gives an equal number of biscuits to each of his 3 dogs. How many biscuits does each dog get? So let's first look at our 3 bags of dog biscuits and make sure that we're starting with our 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's our 15 dog biscuits, and we're going to divide that into 3 equal groups. So we have 1, 2, 3 equal groups. And within those groups, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 biscuits in each of our bags. So each dog gets, you guessed it, boys and girls, 5 biscuits. All right, let's look at another problem. Wendy has 6 marbles. She wants to give 2 marbles to each of her friends. How many friends get marbles from her? So we can look here and we see our 6 marbles that Wendy has. But we want to know how many marbles each of her friends are going to get. We can solve this problem by using repeated subtraction. So we're going to start by taking the total number of marbles and then subtracting how many marbles she's going to give to each friend. So if we look at it, there is our first problem. We have our Wendy has 6 marbles, and she's going to give 2 to each friend. So now we're going to subtract, and 6 minus 2 equals 4. So now what we want to do, boys and girls, is to complete the problem, we're going to take the 4, and now we're going to put it up here, and we're going to continue to subtract 2 from it until we get 0. So 4 minus 2 is 2. And now we want to look at our last one, because again we took the 2 and we put it up here, and we're going to subtract 2 from it until we get to 0. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So now what I'm going to do, boys and girls, is I'm going to count how many times I subtracted 2 to get my answer. I did it once, twice, 3 times. So each of Wendy's friends would get 2 marbles. And I can also do that in my picture by making equal groups. Here's 2 marbles for one friend. Here's 2 marbles for the second friend. And here's 2 marbles for her third friend. So 3 friends will get marbles. Let's take a look at one more problem, boys and girls. Here's our last problem. Jared has 12 basketball cards. He divides the cards equally among his friends. Each friend gets 4 cards. How many friends are there? So we can see that here's the 12 cards. And now we need to know how many cards each of his friends are going to get. And we're going to solve this by using repeated subtraction. So here we're going to start with our 12 cards, and we're going to subtract the 4 cards that each friend gets. And 12 minus 4 is 8. So now we're going to take that 8 and that's going to be the top number of our next subtraction. And we're going to subtract that 4 from it again. And 8 minus 4 is 4. And now, boys and girls, we're going to do it again, because we want to keep subtracting until we get the difference of 0. So 4 minus 4 is 0. Boys and girls, we got to the 0, so now we are finished subtracting. Now what we need to do is count how many times we subtracted 4 to get our answer. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 friends. So let's check that with our picture again and see if each of 3 friends will get the 12 cards equally. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's make a circle around that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make a circle around that. And here's the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to make a circle around that. So there are 1, 2, 3 friends. So again, boys and girls, we can see that by doing repeated subtraction, which is where you subtract the same number repeatedly or over and over again until you get to 0. And then you circle and count how many times you subtracted that number to get your answer for the division problem. All right, boys and girls, you're going to go ahead and turn off the video, and you're going to use your math talk to talk about what you learned in this video with your group.